So I've told you in the past that being on YouTube is a kind of a dangerous job. There's just a lot of hateful people in the world. And the thing is when you really boil down these people, in real life, they're nice people. They've talked about little old ladies who go to church and has social hour and they're just the nicest people in the world, and then they get on the internet and they'll just be as mean as possible. I just find it interesting that the psychology of people is that we're going to torture people. I've told you in the past that people can find YouTubers, I guess, relatively easy. Try very hard to keep my location a secret. I don't think I tell anybody where I'm at other than Missouri. And that might even be too much information, but I don't know how you keep that a secret. When we were nomads, I'd always make 8 videos in advance. My thinking is you stay in a place for 14 days, you would already be in a place for 8 days before you would release a video of you in that location. And you figure, well, you got about 6 more days before they could find you. It would be difficult to find you in 6 days. When you're stuck in one location, it isn't hard at all. As a matter of fact, now this was a nice guy. Yeah, he followed us as a nomad. We were here maybe a month, and a guy who had been following us for a very long time showed up with a Sawzall. He bought a Sawzall from Harbor Freight and put it on the back of our truck. Now, Carolyn was walking up the hill when she saw him on our property. She ran back down because, I mean, she's just very cautious with people. Well, by the time I got up the hill, he'd already gotten his car and started to drive off and waved. And he left a note and explained to us how he found us. He said, well, you mentioned that there was a Dollar General, and in that particular video, I actually gave the mileage, how far it was. He mentioned several other things that was make it easy to find me. So I try very hard not to, but of course there must be things I say in videos that people use. I remember I got an email from somebody. He wanted to live in Missouri. This guy was in Tennessee, and he sends me an email. And he says, I want to live in Missouri, but after I found where you lived, I decided I don't like Missouri. In the email, he says, I spent every break at work I had researching where you were at. And then I'd come home and I'd get on the map and I'd start looking at where you were at. And anytime you said something, I would write it down. And I guess within 3 or 4 months, he'd figured out with all this detailed analysis where I lived. But I guess during his research, he felt like I misspoke some things, that I wasn't being completely honest, such as there's an Air Force base not too far from us. So regularly, I have to shut off my recording time because we got jets flying over us, making all kinds of noise. Well, when I said that, apparently he thought there was an Air Force base like, a mile away from us. So he thought I was a liar. And that made him mad that I was lying to him. Now, the Air Force base is probably 200 miles away, but they do fly in this area because there's, well, I don't want to give it away, but there's a reason why they would fly in this area. There really is. He felt like I was a liar. So since I lied to him, that gave him justification to start making threats. It took me a long time to figure out how to handle this. But even prior to that, I had a guy from California, I've told you this story before, who was just sure I was dumping waste in our creek, human waste. So he did all kinds of research apparently, and he explained this to the code inspector, the code enforcer for the county, how he found me. Told him I was on YouTube, and so the code inspector, of course, had to come out because there was a complaint. I wasn't dumping anything. At the time, we were burning our waste. That's disgusting. How dare you do that? Make the neighbors sick. That's why we live out here, because all the neighbors do the same thing. So if you don't like it, don't move out here. If you don't like it, don't live off-grid. If you don't like it, don't watch off-grid videos. So this is the mindset, is we're going to watch off-grid videos so we can live off-grid and then complain about living off-grid. When I was building a tiny house, they called the sheriff. Now, at this time, the code enforcer already knew what we were doing because he saw me building the floor of the tiny house on a trailer frame. Well, after we started getting the walls up and stuff, the sheriff came out and said that someone reported us for not having a permit. Now, we don't need a permit. We were building under 200 square foot. The code enforcer says that we were remodeling a mobile home, is what he said, so we didn't need one. I had the card of the code enforcer, actually. So when the sheriff came out here, he said he wanted to see our permit. I said, well, we don't need one. He said, of course you need one. And I said, no, the code enforcer was out here. I got his card down in the camper if you wanted me to get it. He said, oh, no, I know who he is. Well, turns out the sheriff doesn't live too far away from us, and so when he goes to work, he passes us. So the next day he comes back out and he says, I checked with the code enforcer guy, and you're right, you don't need a permit, I just wanted to apologize. And we got in a conversation about how we were going to handle my subscribers that want to stalk me. I mean, that's what it is. Now, you got to understand, it is illegal to do what these people are doing. When you start sending harassing emails, when you start sending threatening emails, it's against the law. And the thing is these people think they're so smart, trying to find you. Oh, we found you, you dirty criminal. We're going to have you arrested. But they swear up and down that what they're doing is not illegal. He's a public figure on YouTube. We have every right to go and threaten him and harass him and terrorize his family. I would say once a month I get an email from somebody telling me how terrible of an individual I am, and that they're gonna just spread all kinds of terrible rumors about me, and I'm a big fat liar, and I can't tell you how many emails I got, and they're all basically the same. They're just angry emails. I know people expect me to understand this, but I don't. I accept it. I accept that there are bad people out there who want to do this, but I don't understand what the mindset is. Why anybody would write a total stranger an email threatening them, harassing them, telling them that they know where you live. I mean, I have one guy who said he stopped by my house. He sent me an email, says, I was on vacation and I stopped by your house and I was going to come and visit you, but I figured you weren't going to like that. Well, no, I'm not going to like that. I have a big no trespassing sign in my yard. You violate that and there's going to be consequences for you. It's illegal. I am a private citizen putting YouTube videos up. If you're on Facebook and you make a post and it goes viral, which can happen, does that make you a public figure now? Of course not. You're still a private individual. You have rights. The other thing that's illegal is doxing people, which means that you've taken documents from them and you're putting it online so everybody can see it. And that's what these people do. Now, that is illegal. You cannot dox people. As a matter of fact, people have told me, you need to give a location of that person who lives in California so we can teach him a lesson. Well, if I tell you where he lives, what his name is, and all that, I can get in trouble. YouTube can take my channel down because you can't do that. You're supposed to protect people's privacy. Even news organizations are supposed to protect your privacy. They don't always, but they're supposed to. After the sheriff and I talked, he says, I'll tell you what. He said, just send me their email. Every time you get an email like this, just send it to me and I can get their IP address. What he has me do every time is I send him the email like he told me to. Then he replies to me every time and says, please inform this person that they are harassing you or bullying you or stalking you or threatening you, and that's against federal and state laws. And if they continue to do that, then you will take legal action against them. This email has been forwarded to my local sheriff. And so I do, and for some reason, every time these harassers stop harassing. Well, the last one I got said that I was going to be arrested and evicted, and I made a video about that. It's been trending. I don't know if trending is the right word. It's getting lots of views steadily. 100 views an hour maybe, all the time. So that's pretty good for me. Now, another thing these geniuses do is they make 100 accounts per Google account. So you can make multiple Google accounts. All you got to have is an email. So new email address, and then you can have a new Google account. Now what's interesting is you can have a new Gmail account. So that could be your email. So once you have an email, then you can go over to YouTube and make 100 accounts. So you can make thousands of accounts. Now this is not an easy process. It takes a long time. But these people have nothing better to do than to terrorize you. They come to your channel and they write you a harassing comment. They subscribe all those 100 accounts, and then when they have them all subscribed out, or 1,000 accounts, or 10,000 accounts, when they have them all subscribed, then they start unsubscribing. They think that's going to hurt your video. They want to destroy you is what they want to do. They've heard that YouTube penalizes you if somebody unsubscribes from your video. But that's not true. They only reward you if someone subscribes. Unsubscribing doesn't hurt you at all. That's all beside the point. So a lot of people say, well, just block them. Just block them so they can't harass you anymore. They can, even though that they're blocked, they can still watch videos. They can even leave comments. Nobody can read the comments, including myself. They're what's called shadow banned. But it doesn't matter because they got 1,000 more accounts that they're just going to come and harass you with. They come in every day at 3 o'clock and they start unsubscribing all those accounts that they've spent a week or 2 weeks or 10 weeks subscribing. And they'll do, 20 or 30 accounts a day unsubscribe just to make you feel like you're just losing so many subscribers. And of course, this genius will leave a comment and say, with one of his accounts, and say, look at how many subscribers you're losing. You're nothing but garbage. And then they'll list all the things that you need to do to satisfy their whatever, their need for you to do. Stop lying or whatever it is that they think that you're doing wrong. Instead of doing the smart thing, like, well, just stop watching. But they can't seem to resist. So then they get annoyed that they're getting blocked. So then they start looking for you. They have nothing better to do. I mean, what are they going to do? Subscribe more accounts? Make more accounts? That's boring. I've already done that. What else can I do to terrorize this person? It's an addiction. They're absolutely addicted to this mindset. So then they'll start looking for you. Just recently, I had this guy comment telling me that my house is unsafe. And he went in great detail that you're going to kill someone, you're going to injure yourself, you need to think about public safety. You need, what public? There's no public here. And laws and code is written to protect you from yourself, which I'm a firm believer in. Is I don't need protection for myself. If I hurt myself, that's my problem. No one's going to have to come rescue me. So I blocked him. He comes in with another account and he says, I'm a contractor. And I'm telling you that when you build a house on your own without following code, you're putting everybody's lives in danger. And I'm reporting you. Well, of course, another comment, no big deal. I blocked him because, they got to cuss. And I just don't tolerate the cussing. Well, that just infuriated him. Now, the only way he knows that he's been blocked is he gets on another account and he looks for his comment. And if it's not there, then he knows he's been blocked. Then they write me an email. Why did you block me? Well, I tell you what I'm going to do about it. And he went in very great detail that he has found me, went into the detail how he found me, all the things that I've said. You need to pay more attention to what you're talking about. I know exactly where you live. And he named off the address. And it just kind of freaks you out like, oh boy. Now, what these people don't realize is if they actually come down to follow up on their threats, they wouldn't make it through my front door. I don't know why they think they have something on me. Like I'm just gonna, oh, I'm sorry, I'll get off YouTube. I don't know why they believe that, but that's what they believe, that they're gonna come down and they're gonna make an issue out of it. So he's reported me to everybody you can report to, according to this email. And I did get notified that I've been reported, by the sheriff told me. And the sheriff was already on it. And he told me to reply to the email, let him know that this is a harassing email, any further contact, and you will be arrested in accordance to federal and state law, all that stuff he tells me to write all the time. So, but the guy said he's going to get the sheriff to get a warrant for my arrest for violating Missouri law on building houses. I'm a contractor, Well, these people always give out their qualifications. They're doctors, they're lawyers. I got one the other day, tells me they were a lawyer and that it's the same person, that the government's main responsibility is my safety. And I said, no. The government's responsibility, which is in the 6th or 4th or 5th Amendment, I forget which one, that says they are there to protect my life, liberty, and property. The Declaration of Independence says life, liberty, and pursuit of happiness. And he says, I'm a lawyer, and that's not what it says. So they always got to give out their qualifications, which they're not qualified for. So they're contractors, lawyers, doctors. Of course, when I talk about carnivore diet, oh, you're going to get your wife sick, and who cares about you, but your wife's going to get sick because you're just a terrible individual. You have no brains. I'm a doctor. YouTube is an interesting place. It's a very dangerous job. And I'm going to stick with it because it keeps me on the property. And that's the nicest thing about it is I don't need people coming on my property to buy eggs or whatever for farm fresh eggs. I can make videos, and if someone wants to push the button and come on this property, I'm just going to tell you, it's not going to be a good day for either one of us, I would imagine. So if you click this up next box, take the video where I was talking about tiny house. So if I can inspire you to hang in tough so you can live your dreams. Thanks for watching.